What's up, guys? We are headed to the car today. Headed to TK's house where we bought a tent. We got our front mount right there. We got a canopy tent to prep and paint for everything. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna head over there, set up the canopy, and start sanding down the engine bay and getting everything set up for that. We still got a couple parts to get. We're waiting for stuff for powder coating to get done, but it takes time. I got an update. Rear over fenders should be coming in the mail on Wednesday. I'm super excited for that. And then, yeah, so I'll keep you guys updated, and let's hit the time lapse. Peace. What's up, guys? We are at TK's house. We had to make a couple stops. For one, we had to go get a shed, or a tarp shed type deal, so we can start prepping the engine bay for bodywork. We got it all set up. This is how we have it set up right now. That way I can not get overspray and everything all over the place. That's my girlfriend. So we got everything set up. That way we can prep the engine bay and everything like that, and get everything sanded down and whatnot and stuff. And also have a little bit of shade. So we got that here. What else do we got? That's his SC300. His other SC300. Look at this thing. This thing's fucking clean. All original miles. I think it's got like 54,000 miles on it. 50,000 miles on it. Super duper clean. Such a nice car. Such a nice car. He just had the wheels powder coated. Yellow calipers. Such a nice car. This is the daily cruiser. So, but this is the property we were working with. Tons of room. Tons of shit. Just, it's a huge place. You know, awesome place. As I said, we got all our stuff here. Got the engines. Got my turbo. So everything's coming along. A new harness, got the compressor, 2 compressors, got washing stuff. So everything, this is what we got going. So gonna kind of hook up everything to do a time lapse to see what we're gonna do. I'm gonna start taking the brakes and stuff off of this so I can change the studs out and whatnot. So I'm gonna set that up and then just do a short time lapse of doing a couple wheels, changing the studs out. We're gonna get the car on the ground. That way it's level, and then start sanding stuff down. So pay attention and hope you stay around. And I'm tired. It's hot. It's fucking hot here in Florida. We got our radiators and everything. So, but yeah, hope you guys stay around. Pay attention. Like, subscribe, follow, do that normal stuff. So, hope you guys are enjoying it. Let's get to work. Peace. Record. All right, guys. So here we are. I've already replaced 2 studs on this. Typically, to replace studs, you want to have 2 things. You want to have this tool right here. It's a bearing on one side and a like flared end on the other. So you put it on the stud like this. You put it on the stud like that, and you'll put your lug nut on, and this will spin but also pull the stud through the hub. So we're just replacing all the studs and stuff right now. I'll give you an example here in a few seconds. I'm gonna give my girlfriend the camera. She's gonna hold it and show you, and we're gonna show you how we do it. So all right, you know, hold that like that. Then we're gonna take another stud. Got a bunch of lug nuts, but no studs. Lug nut. Yeah, there we go. So, got a stud. I've already knocked them out. Typically, you can just hit them out with a hammer. So you line it up. You'll stick it through like this. Take your tool. You want the bearing end to face towards the hub so it can spin as you're pulling it through. So you'll take your lug nut, thread it on.
Is it supposed to do that?
Yeah. You'll take your lug, put it on, get your gun, kind of get it to come through. This one's being a little bit of a pain in the dick, of course. Of course, this one wants to be a pain in the dick. Let me use a different one now. So, edit. So, what we'll do is we'll pull this through. It's probably typically better to use a long shank lug nut, just for the simple fact that it'll pull better. But you'll hold the hub still. Wait until that lug nut bottoms out, or the stud bottoms out into the hub, And you always want to make sure that when you do it, it gets flush in between. You don't want it sticking out a little bit. You don't want it, you know, you want it to be flush with the hub itself. So just make sure you do that the right way. And yeah, that's pretty much the tutorial on how to change your studs on your car. And then we'll go from there, guys. Alright guys, we got the car on the ground right now. We just threw the wheels on it. So what we're going to do is we're going to start sanding the engine bay down a little bit. So that's mostly what this time lapse is going to be about, is sanding down the engine bay a tad bit, and then pretty much just going from there. Just trying to set everything up. Got a couple things we got to remove, but ultimately making progress on it. So you can see it's on the ground with the coils on it. So over fenders will be here Wednesday of next week. Yeah, Wednesday of next week. So we'll have those to mount on the rear. We could start cutting the quarter panel and stuff like that. That way we can mount the rear over fender on. And then what we'll do from there is we gotta wait for the front over fenders to get here, but we're gonna just start making our way from one side to the other, start sanding down the engine bay and everything like that, and then getting it prepped for paint. So that's what this time lapse is going to be about. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and let's keep rocking and rolling. we're gonna go to the auto parts store, I think AutoZone, and get some aircraft remover. I think this can is bad. It's been sitting on the shelf for a little while, so we're gonna go up to the store, get a couple cans of that so we can strip this paint down and then keep going. I also gotta get a couple different sanding papers. They don't fit my sander. I'm not sure why. I think that's the Velcro type and this is the stick-on type. So we're gonna head to AutoZone and get some supplies and we'll be right back. All right. Okay guys, we're back from the store. Picked up a couple cans of new aircraft remover. The old one just, I don't know, it wasn't peeling it off that well. I think it was bad. It'd been sitting on the shelf for a little while. So we're gonna spray some of this on and let it do some of its work. So, all right. Alright guys, we got a second coat of aircraft remover we have to get on it, but washed it off the first time. A lot of paint came off. This car originally was a white car. As you can see, everything is white. I first initially painted the bay like a purple, and then I overcoated it with the black primer. You see the purple here. And then I eventually painted it the galaxy blue, but we're gonna just do everything right the first time. I'm gonna get under here. It's not big. I'm not too worried about it. As I said, I just gotta get some 10mm stuff and take that stuff off. But we'll take everything off and then sand it down the correct way, and then go from there. But that's what we're doing right now. We're just, you know, hitting it some with the aircraft cleaner and stuff like that, and making sure that everything gets cleaned off her up, you know, properly, get all this extra paint and just let it sit for a little bit. So we're gonna be doing a second coat of paint or primer, not primer, paint primer, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Aircraft remover. Sensor. Compute cannot fucking do this shit. So we're gonna put another thing of aircraft remover on it, let it sit for a little while, and then pressure wash it again and get it down to bare metal. So let's watch the time lapse. So guys, we're doing the second wash down of the air stripper, so let's see how it goes. Alright guys, pretty much gonna wrap up today. It's getting kind of late outside, as you can see. We got a lot done today in the car. So we aircraft removed a lot of the paint, got a lot of that stuff off, got it down to close to bare metal primer. That gives us a good canvas to start sanding some good sand on it, get it nice and flush and even, get all that extra flaky crap off. This engine used to be white, or the car used to be white, as you can see, all the whiteness on it. So we're gonna paint it the same color, but we're gonna do, you know, we're gonna black primer it. We're gonna take the booster off, do all that stuff. So and we're getting a new hood as well. We're getting a new hood. Coilovers don't look bad though. So gonna get a little bit of B-roll shots of mine and his car just to make the YouTube video a little nice. So hope you enjoy.